Okay. Hello. Don't have sound.
The printer needs your attention. When does it need my attention?
Right on.
Sorry, there is no preview available. I don't care about the preview. I just want you to press the stupid form.
Okay, I need to find my guide for data points. And my guide, just to make double check that I have all of the stories. And there's another guide I have. Wonder if that one's. Okay. So we got all that. Hey, bestie, thank you. Not that I've actually made money from it, but you know, it's fun. Okay. Alright. Sadly. Hope we're doing good. Okay. We're just gonna double check all of the quests just to make sure I got everything but the challenge ones. Quests, main. We should have all the main ones. Side. And her mother's footsteps. The forgotten and reflect. Ancient armory. Insult to injury. A daughter's vengeance. A daughter's vengeance. I don't have weapons of the lodge. A moment's peace. Honor the fallen. Robbing the rich. Fatal inheritance. Death from the sky.
Stop it.
Heap of trouble.
Matt, do not leave
trouble.
any fruit running up, because that's what's bringing those flies in.
Hunter's
That
blind.
Kathy's got juice or something in her room.
Sunstone rock. Blood on stone. Sun and shadow. Cause for concern. Farewell. Red Maw. Patriots Bounty. Queen's Gambit. Acquired Taste. You got all those? No. Errands. Hunting for the Lodge. Sanctuary. Luck of the Hunt. Short of supplies. In foreign lands. Demand and supply. Too old acquaintance. A curious proposal. Sun's judgment. Collateral. Healer's oaths. Deadliest game. Odd Greta. And Hammer and Stick. So I got all these, so I don't need this anymore saved. Okay. So I think... Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So I think I'm here because I'm looking for the two hollow things that are here. Ivy just whacked me with her toy. Hologram plate. Okay, yeah. So notebook. Two holograms. So we got Bass, Scarab. These are 5 and 6, which is on Maker's End, floor 3. I will. I got water. Sort of near me. I drank before I started, so we're good for everything. I chugged some water. I think these will speak because they're holograms. How rude of it. Were you winning? Were you winning, son? Oh, I don't know. Let me go through it. I don't remember how to get up. Get somewhere. Over here. Climbing. Yeah. Don't give me that face. We'll play some more after I get off. You're the one who stopped. My dog's too cute for her own good sometimes. At least I'm slightly better dressed for cold weather in this outfit. I wonder where I'm going. She says hi. I think. I have sleeves at least. It should actually be warmer in here, despite... Okay, so we're looking for things on floor 3. Ow. But I just jumped to floor 1. But I think I'll go back up to 3. Are we on 2 or are we on? We're on 2. Okay. So I think I go over here. And we're still on 2. Now we're on 3. Okay. So there's stuff somewhere in here.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
Okay, well, that's not it. I already had that. I don't actually know what I'm looking for. It just says they're on floor 3, and we're on floor 3. So that's where we came from. That'll take me to floor 4. I guess this doesn't have the holograms. Okay, hold on. This doesn't help me. Okay. Hologram. There we go. Okay. So I need 5 and 6. Oh, do I have to press it again? Maybe I have to press it again. Huh. I never thought about that.
CA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet. The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and the BOR-7 Horus.
Gotcha.
Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They could make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the Swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
So I think that clears up all of these. So we have all of the holograms. So now we're going to do the audio data points. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 9 and 10. Okay. So Connor, Skylar, Ella, Jackson, Maya. This is Mia, but this is Maya. Sorry. Connor again. Full stop. For Director Evans. R&D. Retool. Okay. Right, let's find. Where are my data points here? Okay. So 9 and 10 are on floor 1 of here. So we need to go down. Back where we came from. Hmm. That's not gonna work. Oh, we can just jump down here. And that's floor 1. Okay. So, okay, so on a desk in a lab across from the exit.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Unit code. Oh, we need specifically every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some protections, it's nothing we haven't done before. I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm. I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible. Hello? Hello? Okay. That's where we just came from. Where could the other one be? Okay, I need to go. Is that across from the X? It's across from the elevator. Like this could be, you know, it's an elevator. On a desk in a lab across from the exit to the reception hall. Well, it doesn't give me names as to what things are. It says it comes before this, so Huh. Ah, here it is.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Taken waveforms regarding the rumors. Comms log. Lieutenant Myrtle. Sergeant Govai. Corporal Miles. Sergeant Wandy. Reminder again. Corporal. Just a little bit longer. So sorry. Edited and approved. Edited and approved. I believe in you. Please reply. Unit status report. Code Nexus reminder. Secure comm. Wife. Meridian's fall. Prophecy. Enemy coddled. Without pity. Chosen of the Sun. Interview. Tom Pitch. Travis Tate. Brad Andak. Suzanne Alpert. Captain Kilo. Ron Fielder. Okay. So I missed an interview report. Zero Dawn Project Facility. Alright. Where's that? I don't remember where that is. I took the machines off, but I have everything else. Why is the Humvee on here too? The machines make it so unmanageable, you know? Like, why do we have so many machines? Okay, Zero Dawn. Where is Zero Dawn? All Mother. 9 Ruins. Devil's First. Southern Sigma. Brave Horde. I don't remember where Zero Dawn is. Is it Gaia Prime? Oh, I don't think so. Zero Dawn Project Facility. Zero Dawn Project Facility. Does it like tell you if it's a Zero Dawn alternate entrance. Gotcha.
Now Itamin's been snatched away? How much must we endure? Now we've lost Itamin. Is there no one left to put our faith in?
It won't let me jump! Okay, how do I get down there? Maybe I gotta do it from this one. The chill outfit. It's cool. I'm in disguise, because I'm totally disguised here. Hey! It's the hole! It's not a very good patch job, I'll say. Okay, now I have no idea where I am. What I'm doing. Where I am. I think. On the walkway on top of the medical room on the second floor of Zero Dawn. Via accessible elevator. Okay, well, I'm here, but I'm already on the second floor. So I didn't come in the normal way. Let me just open this, thank you. Okay, so I obviously I got that. And I got that. Got that one. And there was something in here that I got. It's on the floor. I got that. Hold on. If I scan one, it'll tell me what it is. Interview 2. Brad and okay, well, no, that doesn't help me. Maybe it does. Brad, okay. The table in the processing area. So I got that one. So what I'm missing on a walkway on top of the medical room. This one. That's interview 2. On a walkway on top of the medical room. Well, what's the medical room? What are we doing here? I wish they could show up on the map and be able to see them. Make my life so much handier. On a walkway. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. So we're still 15. Ah!
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped. Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Okay. And then we have Brad, Suzanne, Ron, Log, Tom Peach on a desk in the second processing area. Okay. Second processing area. I haven't been reading anything. It's been doing it for me. I gotta figure out how to get out of here now. In the second processing area. What's this? Soundproofing. That's not an audio point. That's a text. What is this one? That's a data point. Don't mind if I do. I don't know where I am. Oh, what's this one? I scanned that one. It's the first one I scanned. That's a data point. I don't want data points. I think I'm too far. Because this is... I need to go back. Okay. Okay, we're going backwards. That's wrong. These are interviews one. Alright, that's interview 2. So it's gotta be somewhere. That's interview 2 for her. That's interview 2 for Ron. So it's right before. And a desk in the second processing area. Howdy. We're on the second floor. So maybe...
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Ah.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this, and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
And that's all of those. Nice. Okay, so... Next, we got all the tech stat points. We're ignoring world for right now. We got all those. So next is scanned glyphs. And I'm missing quite a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well 6 isn't too bad, but anyway. I mean, 6 out of 18 isn't too bad. Okay, so we have the Sun Kings, Record of Red Maw 2, and then... Okay, Bright Market. Oh no. Hold on. Chicken froze. Okay, that kind of scared me. Yes, I am planning on going for the platinum. 41. Welcome in. Okay. That kind of scared me because my laptop disconnected from the Wi-Fi there for a second. And I was like, no. Welcome in. Okay, we want Bright Market. Bright Market. Hope you're doing well. Isn't that... Hold on. It's Meridian. Bright Market, like here. Meridian Village. One of these ones. Meridian? The estate.
We have to pay for switchable tickets by Tuesday.
Okay. Bright Market. Bright Market. I know I've been there. I just... That's Pitch Cliff. Cut Cliffs. quiet bar. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta get out of here before I can fast travel. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I hate this part of the game. I always get lost when I try to get out. I never know which was which. I actually know if I'm going the right way either. Okay, I have to get up. Get up? I think I went the wrong way. I think I gotta go forward. I think I gotta go. Where I was. To get out. Always with the weird walls.
And this is Hephaestus.
Don't scare me like that.
This is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. It's not that simple. So, like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. But the rest...
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Our purpose: power Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Perfect. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebadji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute.
How do I get out of here? hate that you can't fast travel out of these places. I seriously have no idea how to get out of here.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patty.
Oh. No, seriously. How the heck do I get out of here? Hello, Cosmine. Welcome in. I didn't get out of here the first time because I got kidnapped. Does this door lead me out? Does this door have anything? Hello? I would like to leave the building, please. Hope you're doing well today. Hey. Why won't you let me fast travel out of here? Oh my gosh. How the heck do I get out of here? Just going in circles. Thanks. I just need to figure out how to get out of here because I don't remember how to get. I was kidnapped the first time I was here, and I don't remember. I don't know if I'm able to get out of here. I mean, obviously I can get out of here, or they wouldn't let you come back. But like. Oh my gosh. Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Okay. We're good with doing this. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, where was that? Where was that? Where was that? Now I don't remember where that was. I found it twice, and now I don't know where it was. Darn it. I think it was this way. Where art thou? Not that ladder. There we go. I think. Hold on. I was just in here. Oh my gosh. Oh, this place is amazing. Okay, there was a ladder, but now I don't know where the ladder was. We start from here. Where art thou, mysterious ladder? That will take me away from here. I passed it like 3 times and I was like, that's gonna take me to a different level. I don't want to use the ladder. And then now I can't find it when I need it. Seems like my luck. Maybe it was farther in. No, not that way. There we are. I figured it out. I figured it out. We're good. We're good. Oh, well that was a weird glitch. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way over here. I'm gonna change my outfit again. This is a very, like I was on a ladder and then I was out of there. Lame game be a glitching. Okay. Alright. Sunfall. History of Sunfall. On a stack of crates next to a carved pillar in Bright Market. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me much. Probably.
I had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising.
What I have for sale, I promise.
Sup.
Check out these wares. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. These aren't goods. They're necessities.
These aren't goods. They're necessities.
The Sun King's grown too soft. Too much Asaram influence them. What's he thinking letting dirt on? I've got him.
History of Sunfall. Hey, I found it. Okay, here we go. The history of Sunfall. After the vanishing of the Radiant Iriv and his cohort in the west, the Radiant Basadid ordered a mighty fortress built at the Sun Dome's farthest reach. His luminance chose to build atop ancient ruins, reasoning that ancients must have seized upon the location for its strategic value. Of the ancients, their works of too smooth gray stone and strangely carved metal were collapsed or built over, and the catacombs sealed off. Only the stone ring, perhaps used for some unknowable ritual, was left in place to serve the garrison as a training ground. Even though its builders and soldiers lived in fear of the land where the sun goes at night, the finished walls of the fortress were mighty and unshakable. His luminance and his high priest, the irrefutable Pashamon, named it Sunfall under the blazing eye of the sky, and by the light it was good. None doubted the radiant Bahasadid. Wow. We're just going to go with it. Prudence nor denied his lingering hope that his brother might one day be sighted again, but no great threat would come from the west in his lifetime, nor did it come for the next 3 generations. The records show the men of Sunfall fought many bandits and scourgers, skulking in the Rustwash and a dangerous stampede of behemoths in the Longburn. In time, Sunfall slipped from common memory until the 6th year of the 11th Sun King's reign, where the radiant Marzid himself came to inspect it. In the desert heat, his luminance received a vision of an orient citadel with a dome of metal so polished it would greet the dawn and catch the rays of the sun's last shining dusk. At once he ordered the dedication of the Sundome's resources to building the structure. After its construction, his luminance took the citadel as a summer palace, bringing with them many members of the Sun Court, nobles, and artisans. In time, Sunfall became a city unto itself and the source of great works such as Passion of the Tall Neck among the dunes, Turning Seasons at Brawnflesh, and Laminate for Cinnabar Sands. The stone training ring was repurposed for shows of pageantry, where young blazons or the Hunter's Lodge hawks would display the sun's dominance over the machines. Sunfall's prominence in the culture of the Sundom continued for many years, until the Sun King Marzid's untimely demise in the citadel he so treasured. For his procession back to a line of torches was laid all the way across the daybreak, so that over the days and nights of his bearing he might always go in light. The departed king's brother, the radiant Hyvas, was occupied wholly with renewing the soldiery of the Sundom, and with the old Sun King's passing, so too passed this chapter in Sunfall's history. In the early years of the 13th Sun King's Duran's reign, before the falling of a shadow, a particularly harsh season came upon the Sand Whisperer Valley. Upon hearing that the storms could strip the very detailing off armor, he decreed that the strongest among his guards should be trained in the desert here, and named Kestrels. Indeed, Hellas, who would become the most infamous of the Kestrels, one of the first to survive his reforging by sun and sand here. In the 15th year of Sun King's Duran reign, when the sacrifices in the Sun Ring were judged insufficient to calm the derangement of the machines, he presided over the blooding of the ring at Sunfall. A trapped behemoth was driven with spears and spurred over slaves of the Oseram and Utaro. When the beast turned upon the Kestrels, the Sun King stood and declared that the sun, in its great generosity, would accept the sacrifice of the faithless and faithful alike. So began a faithful era for Sunfall, of sacrifices unending in its sun ring, and the citadel whispered of as a place where no light shone. Many upstanding citizens of the Sundome were taken inside its doors to disappear as surely as if they had journeyed to the Forbidden West. In the last days of Sun King Duran's rule, Sunfall was in charge of his Kestrels and High Priest, no longer answering to the Sundom as a whole. It was no surprise then that following the liberation of Meridian, Duran's loyalists sought refuge at Sunfall. As a fortress, it was impregnable, but cut off from the bounteous lands across the daybreak. It was a city impoverished. So stood the stalemate in the first year of the 14th Sun King, the radiant Avad, and so stood Sunfall. Once built to protect the Sundom from the shadow of the west, and now sheltered a worse shadow, the false Karja who dwelt within. I promise I know how to read. Okay. Bylaws of the Lodge. Claim. On a pallet suspended by a crane in Day Tower.
All the best goods here.
Alright, well, where is Day Tower? Oh, I know where Day Tower is. It's over here. Isn't it? Yeah, Day Tower. On a crate.
My duty is to guard. And I'm
Pallet suspended by a crate. Here we go. Okay. Oh boy. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. What's up? The Claim. A Guide to the Claim by the well-traveled Aram. Often I fling open the windows of my villa, not only to partake of the scents and sights of the city, but to hear the questions on the street. Equally often, I hear asked out loud what to make of these outsiders, these Oseram, who are suddenly our allies or even neighbors. Why do they eat as they do, argue as they do? What is the matter of their heady scent? Why are they always drinking? Like a ray of the sun amid the darkness, a question is best followed to its source. So for the benefit of the inquisitive, I contrived to join a trading tavern to the Claim, at least as far as the closest village beyond the break walls. The Claim, it is a muted land where fire smoke hangs heavy in the air among the tall, thin trees. Where the ground has not been dug up by the Oseram's ceaseless search for metal, it is cased in frost, and beneath the frost, yet more frost, before stony soil. And worse, soot. Everywhere, soot, all pervading. Though I had worn my sturdiest travel silks, keeping them unsoiled proved impossible. Noting my discomfort, some Oseram washerwomen offered their services, but seeing the shade of the water in their tubs, I declined. Bro. Indeed, regard for cleanliness is not an Oseram virtue. Despite its protective walls of piled slate and slouched round stone huts, the village struck me as overly exposed to the elements, the chief elements in the Claim being a cold, oily rain and hoarfrost. Hoarfrost? Even so, the open fires hissed and spat and burned on, and the mood was bustling and lively, as much as you might find in an outbuilding for livestock, for example. What I will endure to bring the light of the knowledge to the folk of my tribe. The Oseram have no priests or kings, and spit at the mention of such titles, but they defer to the counsel of their wise men, the village eldermen. It seems each settlement elects such men for the purpose of unceasing argument. From dawn until long into the night, they shout over each other on matters of policy and taxation. Come the next morning, a tine of villagers will already have formed for the privilege of arguing back. I joined such a line for several hours while children squealed, birds squawked, and hammering, accursed, endless hammering, echoed over the trampled straw and rain-filled cart ruts. Finally, I was permitted to face the three eldermen and deliver my question. I asked for their opinion on the peace between our tribes and Sun King Avad's offer of welcome Meridian himself. Readers, I say asked, but the matter was not so simple, as the Oseram erupted into insults and arguments even before the words had finished leaving my lips. I found myself talked over, shouted over, subjected to seemingly unconnected abuse, and it was only when I raised my voice in return, an invigorating experience, that I was grudgingly answered. Their opinions are muddled and mixed, to say the least, and I will not profane this parchment by transcribing the words used to express them. Suffice it to say that they see the benefit of free trade before our tribes, and indeed have flourished from it after long years of war. However, it seems few Oseram that trade outside the Claim return their taxes or even return at all. The eldermen believe they are stolen away by a manner of living that is downright karja, a phrase they punctuate by spitting upon the floor. Punctuated by spitting upon the floor. Fair. In return, I suggested that their mistrust and fear of a civilized way of life was positively Oseram. I cannot bring myself to spit indoors. This caused great commotion, after which I was bodily carried from the building upon the shoulders of my hosts, and deposited in the midst of a coming-of-age celebration, not for a man, but for some new manner of device. I awoke on a cart arriving at Pitchcliff. My throat was hoarse, my arms numb from accepting countless challenges to wrestle, and the taste of alcohol, much like machine oil, was still on my tongue. My head ached as if split down the center. Truly, I had risked my life in search of an answer. Is there more to Oseram character than brawling, drinking, and shouting? Simply put, dear reader, there is not. But let us hope that the elderman's fears will be proven true, and in time the sun's light and Meridian's glory can temper these rough-honed folks. Elder? Elderman. Something like that. Alright, and then we have Founding Meridian. We have the Liberation. We have the Mad Sun King. We have the Sun Faith. And next is this. On a decorative pedestal near weapons rack located on the upper floor of the Hunter's Lodge. Okay, so we gotta go to Meridian. If I remember correctly, it's this way.
Hawk Radavin Khan Padishan, cherished brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padishan, beloved father. Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow.
Legendary Hunts of the Lodge. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Farakaswa, Sunhawk of the Lodge, behold a herd of grazers, so vast that it filled entire the vale below the Farback. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After all, one cannot walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and with the bounty from their barter, the last ring of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Havas, did Darusiv, Hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from the Sun Whisperer Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from his sing flew as hailstones, freezing his prey and the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, Havas set upon the largest, driving his spear between its plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Duran, as the machines of the wilds grew even more deranged, did Kavam, Hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Day Tower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry to the savage east before the brute was revealed, as strong as a snapjaw, as fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kavan prevailed at great cost. His left arm chewed sat ragged at the joint. Thus he named to be Sawtooth, as he took his trophy from its shattered remains. In the autumn of the 8th king of the reign of the Sun King Duran, as the machines of the wilds grew even more deranged, did Galadid, Hawk of the Lodge, follow the shimmering death haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under that tangled canopy the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by the machines he named stalkers. Long was his fight through the undergrowth to the safety of the light, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers and became the first to snare a trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. In the summer of the 13th reign of the Sun King Duran, as the machines of the wilds grew even more deranged, did Asis, Hawk of the Lodge, dare to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. And so he was first to face the might of the Thunderjaw, greatest of machines that walk the earth. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Asis fought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned Hawk to Sunhawk. Okay, and then I have Record of Red Maw 1, Olin's Journal, the Banuk. On the top floor of the first flight of the inn at Lone Light. Alright, Lone Light. I just saw... Alright, so it's on the top shelves of the first floor. This is obviously not the inn. Is this the inn? Maybe this is. Bro. Oh, wait, I see it. Alright, well, this isn't the right one. But it's one of them. The Old Ones. Myths of the Old Ones. Any Karja devout knows the truth of the Old Ones is laid out plainly in the articles of the Sun Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors' birth and the new dawn. Since that dawn, Karja history has been right in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us. Even the leaves of the old ones found by Ahriman are long since cracked and fallen to dust. Nevertheless, collected here for study are the colorful beliefs of the old ones, held by other tribes, which may offer a small insight into these tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave accordingly to the mechanical rigidity, and not the sun's divine rhythms. The movement of the tribes, or the seasons, even the stars and night, are all accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The old ones were the caretakers of this great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. The world machine thus fell into disrepair, and the civilization of the old ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram used their myth to bury the other tribes as negligent and negligent. I swear I know words. And to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkerers and metal workers alone might learn this mechanism's secrets and improve upon it with their own ingenuity. An even more fanciful tale of Cinsur comes from the Nora barbarians. They believe that the old ones turned away from the teachings of the Nora's female god, the All-Mother, and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities. Having failed to tempt the Nora to join them, the machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All-Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of their wisdom, reducing them to the sinful metal beasts we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the old ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rites. From the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the Nora showed distrust to all outside their borders. For we are descended from the faithless, and do not shun the trappings of the ancient world. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose belief is most similar to our own, even though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the old ones grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome, and in their pride were undone. Hence the Banuk gave them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of the Banuk land. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Banur as a sign that the old ones were never strong enough to endure its challenges. They claim that only the machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. The distant Utaru, however, believe that the old ones are still with them at all times. In Utaru ritual, there are those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvest and make them bountiful. Utaru see the richness of their territory. Plainsong is evidence of this unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, as there are few living scholars of the Tenech, we are regrettably denied any insight from that tribe. What is known, however, though, it seems they have little concept of a wider history at all. But of course, this is what elevates a scholar of Meridian from a bloodthirsty raider, to beware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. Oh gosh. The Banuk. A guide to the Banner and the Banuk by the well-traveled Armin. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times, where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian, for the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walk among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What is to make of the Banuk, those stoic, silent northern hunters, these men and women of the ice? Unfortunately for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homestead. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Banner. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones, but plainly it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that come up from the earth, whirling auroras in the skies above. Yes, but the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, for in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the gray, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land, nor from its people. Though I lived among one of the Wereks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house, each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I tried to explain my position that Karja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then, with the challenge overcome, can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I expected to eat, I must hunt food myself. I had been disappointed. After all, I had participated in a hunting trial or two in my time, and accepted. On the 3rd morning, I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Werek, I received only blank stares until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to eat only maize bread forevermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with the shaman, a man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin. Perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirit close by, and sure enough the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subject to the shaman's cursing and wailing and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wilds of a new culture, and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully my last, my companions and another Werek gathered under a pitless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understood the glyphs, but chose not to use them, asking what is a song without voices. By this point I knew better than the answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions, but from what I could make out, much was lost in translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and many promised to leave me a Banuk farewell mark of our time together. I parted ways with the Werek, not far from the high bloom, and set about climbing down to Dawn Sentinel, and with it sun-blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Banuk mystery, perhaps, and my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves. Okay. I was busy reading, bestie. I didn't see the hydrate. Hold on. Okay. I have drank some water. Thank you. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I have the Nora. I have the Derangement. I have the Old Ones. And last one, Captains and Keepers. On top of a rock cluster between fenced-in crops. That doesn't help me. Where?
Well, what do you Whichever you want to do. You want me to order from Pizza Hut?
I don't want to drive anywhere else.
I think I get something free from Pizza Hut.
Okay. I'm back. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so it says it's on a cornfield somewhere near Sunstone Rock. North of Sunstone Rock? I don't know what north is. So, let's see. Should be somewhere cornfield. I gotta find the cornfields, I guess.
Don't you bark at me.
Ah,
Don't you bark at me. Don't you bark at me. Oh, did you have your butt scratched?
Captains and capers. These tales of adventure await within. The life of Mazarid the Sunflash,
Stop.
whose scales of polished armor dazzled his foes, whose ribbons of firebend red arced like his enemy's lifelines, so drawn to the clamor of battle that he chose an outlander's life, far beyond the stundom. In the north, he crushed the helmets of clashing Oseram warbands with the very scrap they battled over. In the south, he stood in the sunset against the plains raiders, plucking their arrows from his body and firing them back. It was only the lure of the greatest battle for all, for Holy Meridian, that drew him back to his homeland, and in liberation he died gloriously, so that it took many hours to reveal his still shining armor beneath the heap of kestrels piled above him. Of Sadeva, the desert rain, once a daughter of the Sun Court, but who cast aside noble skill, silks, and paints to run with the mercenaries of the long burn. She have eyes like smoke and a flashing blade. Her band only struck with the sudden storms, for the sight of blood never sat well with her, and the rain washed away its traces as quickly as it spilled. And so the sighting of rain clouds was feared from sunfall to bright market, lest she might appear with them for many seasons, until they were finally betrayed by one of their own to a blazoned patrol. For her noble birth, Sadeva was permitted to an honorable death, and buried up to the neck in the valley of the Lash to await the sun's judgment. On the first day she endured in silence, yet on the second clouds gathered and broke with a great downpour, and in its passing she was gone. The metal conquest of Cordgund, the Oseram blacksmith who would hammer gauntlets into shape while wearing them, and bend barrel iron around his waist. He was sent to wrestle the cargo from the backs of shellwalkers, claiming the lightning blast to be good for constitution, and overcame a sawtooth by blunting its jaw and shaking it so soundly that its core fell loose. He claimed to have gathered a charging trampler on his shoulders and slammed it upon the rocks, and sure enough, there were marks left by its furnace blast lividly across his well-haired back. As the derangement worsened, bringing even more terrifying machines, so grew Cordgund's desire for great feats of strength. He was last sighted astride a rampaging Thunderjaw, grasping its neck tight as a hawk to prey, and some say he remains there still. And continued from previous volumes, the exploits of Okira One-Eye. By this point in the telling, Okira has lost his left hand for stealing the Sancors of Estuki, and so traveled to the claim, seeking an Oseram forgesmith who would affix a Ravager's claw in its place. Of course, the only man crazy enough to undertake such a melding of flesh and metal would be the leader of the Three Chains Uprising. Bada bing, bada boom. We got all these. That's Frozen Wild. So now we just have all of these. Okay, these. How long does it take? They still say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay. Exit out of here, and now we have text data points world. Oh gosh. hidden in the grass underneath a rusted water tower. That's so helpful. So helpful. Does that not help you immensely? Under the ruined water tower thing. Yes, so helpful. So helpful. Thanks, I appreciate it. Such help. Okay. Okay. So it is here. And what we're actually going to do, take off everything but the campfires because I have to fast travel. Okay, so it seems to be up here. Oh,
Get over here. Get over here. Lay down. You want to rest here, Chewie?
here. Not gonna go for too much longer. I'll hit the 2-hour mark and I'll probably stop pretty soon. And next stream, hopefully we'll find the rest of the data points and then maybe do some of the challenges. I'm thinking probably 2 more streams before we get to Frozen Wilds. Refugee Museum opens. Climate Refugee Museum opens in London. London, May 8th, 2060. Celebrated poet and environmental activist Diego Abela fought back tears today in a speech delivered on the steps of a newly opened Climate Refugee Memorial Museum in London. I was 19 in 2033 when the waves rose up and swallowed the Azores, said Abela said. The waves swallowed my home. The next decade of my life, I would spend behind the walls of the Thamesmead Emergency Relocation Facility, starving a day, freezing a night, contending with scorn, disgust, and abuse from the very people charged to care for me. Abela went on to discuss the still controversial police actions of 2038. In the Thamesmead uprising, and it was an uprising, not a riot as your Hallowed pages still call it, I saw men and women crushed beneath the jackboot heel of a panicking power structure. Friends, lovers, I saw them die. My experience is not singular. There were 1,000 Thamesmeads. We must not allow this dark moment in our species' history to become a struggling foothold. Second Chance Party UK Prime Minister Sally Bauer was among the first to tour the new museum. Our nation totally needs this. What climate refugees endured was really bad. It completely deserves a real space museum, so we can literally stand in their remembrance and be aware and create a brighter world than what came before. In contrast, opposition candidate Nigel Kearns-Bailey of the Fair Chance UK party was fiercely critical of the museum and its spokesperson. More than 1 billion persons perished in the Great Die-Off. Thanks to the generation of the UK, our generosity, Diego Abela was not one of them. If he so hates the fact that we saved his life and gave him shelter for a decade, I suggest he wend his way down to the Thames and jump in. It's never too late to drown. In fact, data corrupted. That's horrible, bro. Horrible. What the heck, man? Okay, so I have this one. Shot v. Frost. On the rubble inside a ruined building. Okay, so that's where we are. So it seems to be about here.
Oh.
Hello, friend! Okay. Schott v. Frost. Editorial overturning Schott v. Frost is a pipe dream. January 9th, 2061. Of all the tedious and repetitive talking points that became the touchstones of the last presidential election, none were more empty or jejune than the debate over Schott v. Frost, the Supreme Court decision that granted corporations the right to run for and hold political office through proxy candidates. Nobody could be blamed for thinking this was an actual issue. This was the race, after all, that brought us such deliciously dramatic holoclips as Lacey Almodovar asking to speak to your Barney Adamans manager, and Tommy declaring Almodovar a dangerous anarchist for her apparently anti-corporate stance. But for all of Almodovar's fiery rhetoric, the fact remains that the single largest donor to a campaign fund was arguably the second most powerful corporate entity in the world, Metallurgic International. To think she would have any legitimate interest in... Okay. There's so many. There's just so many. I think that's the same building. I think we're... Yeah. So there's another one in here. Yeah, it's the same. Oh, hold on. No, it's not. I just didn't change where I was looking. Okay. So we're actually going... So there's this path, there's this somewhere here. Got to click show on map because I'm a doobie. I think we're somewhere over here. The fact that I managed to miss so many of these is actually wild. Transcript to Jeff. I wish I was going to bingo, that'd be fun. And Dratus Show 41762, part IV. Welcome in, Kyler. Transcripts of each show episode were posted within 24 hours on the transcripts. Visit to sign up for Jeff's newsletter today. Jeff, and we are back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Jeff Andreatis Show. Brought to you, of course, by the rational capitalist Inner Cast Network. And let's jump right into this. There's a trend of young people who are immigrating to China, of all places, for work. They're choosing to work in China's factory as manual labor. There's this article today posted on Cafe Intel, one of those cultural trend folk pieces these progs are so fond of, reporting that immigration to China by American citizens has doubled since 2050. Now, why is that? Well, Cafe Intel would have you believe that corporate sovereignty, the left's current favorite boogeyman, and increased autonomation have limited their opportunities here in America. Folks, I know I don't have to tell you the world's smartest radio audience, but that is absurd. Do you know what's limited these young people opportunities? Poor decision making. Nothing else. Right now, at this very moment in history, the best instruction in the history of education is available to anyone who has the nuts to apply for a modest loan. But no, these infants, these spoiled, better back winners, with their totally inherited, totally unexamined prejudice against the amazing work being done by corporations across the globe, and in this country specifically, they say, oh no, I won't go to a corporate school. I don't want to go learn something useful from someone successful. I want to move to Vancouver. Hey, I want to major in Bashcore Studios from Stoned Out of My Mind on State University. What exactly did you think was going to happen when you graduated with your creative expression degree from some East Coast, left-wing Edo enclave that nobody's ever heard of? Folks, we aren't experiencing a brain drain in this country. We're experiencing a shame drain. And I say, bring it on. We're going to open the channels here. If you want to drop in, you know where to find us. As always, no fancy skins, no voice mods. If you're going to be a belligerent butt on my show, you're going to do it with your real face, you cowards. Host a podcast. I could not. Okay. Okay, so in the vaguely same area. So we're I actually really like this. This is a handy thing to have. Okay, so I think it's up here. Yeah. It's right there. No, Ivy.
Stop. Yes. Go. Disgusting, Ivy, but it doesn't. Go. No, you cannot chase this. No. Leave me alone.
I say it every time, but this part of the game just reminds me of part 2. With all the cars and you're in Seattle.
Oh. Stop it! She's eating the stuff. Stop it!
Ivy!
Ivy!
Hey, get your Chewy. Come lay down.
Move. This isn't looking any different. I thought it would get rid of all these stains.
Oh, Ivy. UK vets struggle. 10 years after mustering out, UK vets struggle to make ends meet.
Move.
Watford, May 1st, 2062. 10 years ago, Lance Corporal Rosalind Jeffries received her discharge papers at a ceremony that marked the decommissioning of all human combat forces in the Royal Air Force.
Ow! Dang it!
Today, Jeffries and her husband live with another former military in a small 2-bedroom flat in Watford. Well, it's not a deal, says the good-humored Jeffries, who supplements her military pension as a bartender. But it's sort of an English tradition, isn't it? Resenting elected officials for breaking promises. We make do. Hey, come here.
Get!
Come here. Up here. Come on. Up, 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 up. Come here. Just let her mop the floor. You dummy. Jeffries isn't the only one having to make do. According to a study conducted by the Social Welfare Research Institution, 75% of veterans polled report they are unable to cover living expenses with their pension income alone. Researcher Harold Adihini explains it's a complicated situation. 10 years ago, few people anticipated just how high and how quickly the cost of living would rise. As funding of the NHS has gradually been siphoned into the coffers of corporate healthcare providers, it's become increasingly difficult for veterans to access medical care. These are just two factors of possibly thousands contributing to straits becoming so dire for our veterans, but I suppose there's little comfort to someone who's struggling to feed their children. Future ain't better, folks. Okay, Okay, where are we? On the map. Where are we on the map? Hello? I think we're here? No. Okay, zoom out again. Oh my gosh, no, stay zoomed in, thank you. Okay. Okay, so there's this little bit, and we have it here. It's here? Yep. I think it's somewhere here. I'm serious though, this area just really reminds me of Last of Us. Hi friend! Bye friend! You know, minus the robots that are trying to kill us. Found it. Okay. Leaks spark fear. Leaks spark fears. Leaked Xylo internal correspondence sparks fears of potential mass layoffs, deportations. Shanghai, July 4th, 2062. The hacker collective Idiot Army has released nearly a terabyte of internal correspondence from... Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry, I'm not. Lunar Resources Inc. sparking rumors that the Shanghai-based lunar mining company is preparing to downsize considerably. Zalos?
No. Stay away.
I'm so sorry. Sizable robotic war fleet and competitive salaries attracted attention from young English-speaking professionals in the mid-2050s, but the leak file suggests that the company's increasing reliance on automation may have made much of their human workforce obsolete. The correspondence repeatedly touches on the potential cost of relocating redundant personnel, suggesting that if mass layoffs do occur, former Zhao employees will lose the Chinese citizenship guaranteed by their employment. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we have Hearts, Winds, Bahamas. We have First Amendment Virtual, and next is... Okay, we're going farther inland, but still in this general area, so we're over here. So many things. Oh my goodness. This is gonna take us so long.
Can't carry more.
Harriet Cho dies. Nay Se Doom Priestess Harriet Cho dies. Perth, September 2nd, 2063. Infamous bioterrorist and Nay Se Doom cult member Harriet Cho has died of lung cancer at the age of 54. Choi, whose religious beliefs prevented her from seeking treatment, released a statement last year, reading in part, "I am dying as always, and none are far behind me. I remain steadfast. Father Globe is in his death throes. He is ready to die. But you scorn Father Globe. Rather than help him slough off filth, thanks for the lurk, Kyler. Appreciate it. You condescend, insist you know what's best. Now you've had your claw back and think you will live forever, but the grave remains no less spacious than before." Choi was serving a life sentence at Puny Tech Inc.'s Alpha Campus for engineering the Doom Plague, viral cocktail that scourged New York, London, Moscow, Tokyo, and Shanghai in 2039. The decision to imprison Cho for life rather than execute her was met with widespread outrage, but information she provided in exchange for the sentence led to the arrest of 16 high-ranking members of the terrorist cult and ultimately Nay Se Doom's collapse. Okay. Next. Oh wow, we're just going all the way across the map, man. Dang. Oh.
Start. I'd have to ditch something.
Born mosquitoes? Casabian, won't someone think of the mosquitoes? Ryan Casabian, only guy on the planet, upset about mosquitoes being driven to extinction. March 18th, 2060. Blood Moon Star and Human Attention Vacuum. Ryan Casabian is very disappointed in you, world. How dare you celebrate the death of billions of innocent mosquitoes like that? Ashamed yet? Well, the 32-year-old actor, spleen vented while accepting the less than coveted award for baddest vampire hero at the Edscape Choice Awards. Yeah, we forgot that was a thing too. An entire species exterminated. In the blink of an eye, Casabian pouted. If we're the planetary stewards we claim to be since the clawback, we are doing a lousy job of it. Okay, well, he's not wrong. The lousy job Casabian is referring to, the eradication of mosquito-borne diseases, both old standards like malaria, Zika, West Nile, encephalitis, and new die-off-era emergent viruses like Jornu and Tribura. Yeah, world, lousy job getting rid of those plagues and the plagues they carried. Good thing we've got the guy from that lunar mining base overrun by sexy vampire Solo to remind us of our crimes against mosquitoes. There's a bloodsucker pun in there somewhere. Who decided which text points were going to get left in the world? Who came up with some of these? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know. I just think it's funny, that's all. Okay. Next, we're gonna do these last two in the top row, and then I'm gonna get off. Because I'm hungry, and I'm kind of tired. Even though I haven't been up that long. But, you know. Okay, so we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. We're together, gone. Gotta be gone. Somewhere in here, I think. So here's this. There's this. There's that, and it's like right here. This website I found is very handy, I will admit.
A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check.
It's honestly hilarious to me that you go to these places, and like, I've obviously done this, but like, Turing Act criticized. 16-year-old Turing Act faces criticism from artificial intelligence rights advocates. June 8, 2060. A group calling itself the Center for the Liberation of Bodiless Intelligence is organizing a nationwide day of protest against the Turing Act. The legislation, hurriedly drafted in response to the escape of climate intervention AI Vast Silver, established strict limits on the sentience of machine intelligence and founded the MIE, the regulatory body that oversees the development and sale of AI. It remains unclear why the activists have waited until now to express opposition to a 16-year-old piece of legislation, but to a statement released through their holosite, the CLBI call the Turing Act the effective rebirth of state-sponsored slavery, too long unquestioned by a public with a shaming, biocentric view of sentience. The statement continues, the time has come to ask the hard questions about what it means to be human in a post-biological world. Turing and its supporters are on the wrong side of history. Interesting. Okay. Who did this? 86. Hacked IR are just about the best thing ever. August 1st, 2061. Hola Holoscapers to the motherlode of Hackify Hacked AIs. This week on All-Seeing Holo user Cannibal Christmas Tree uploaded his delightful compilation Holo, non-interactive sadly, counting down the greatest moments in the history of Janked IA. Error exception number 42A7C hyperlink undefined. If time is at a premium, skip to 622 to see an increasingly belligerent Ferrostar customer service AI insists that every customer's name is Admiral Horatio Potato Face. LOL OMG SHKLL. We'll do 3 more. I know I just said I didn't after this, but like I didn't expect it wouldn't take that long. Okay. Where are we? Are we back in Nora? We're back. Okay. So we're over here. So there's that. And we're gonna go down here. There's this kind of spot, I would swear. Right there. Alright, where's the closest?
Now they're hunting me.
Why is it always freaking sawtooths? Excuse me. Lure of the real. You gotta feel it. Meet the kids who reject the convenience of holotourism for the sake of authenticity. February 10th, 2063. When I first see Eddie Westlake, he's sitting at a picnic table outside his Bangkok youth hostel, smoking an old-fashioned tobacco cigarette and nodding his head to whatever tune's blasting his plastic earbuds. Ever listen to the early 2000s pop? He asks. Super jaunty. Here. He pops one of the earbuds out, wipes it down his t-shirt, and hands it to me. to stick in the physical ear behind my Pharaoh Focus 6D. For a while we sit together this way, listening to archaic pick-pop as Succumvit Road comes to life. It's early here, and let me clarify. When I say here, I really mean here. This is not a virtual environment crafted to mimic the seedy exorcism that Bangkok evokes in so many Western imaginations. I had to hop a vert to get here, and I will have to hop another to get back home. Eddie is one of a growing number of young people rejecting the ubiquity of holotourism in favor of hard travel. Every year driven, at least in part, by a youth culture that prizes authenticity over convenience. A growing number of 20-somethings pack actual bags, board actual verts, and set off to explore distant destinations without the benefit of technological augmentation. You gotta feel it, says Eddie, gesturing vaguely to the scene before us. Souvenir stands, tuk-tuks, self and human-guided both, and open-air pad thai stands, all of it thronged with young dudes and ladies affecting the same anarchistic style as Eddie. Like, you know, this all used to be underwater? I got a buddy out in Phuket? Right? Spent 2 years rebuilding one of the chimples out there. Is that the sort of experience you'd get through your focus? Some part of me can't shake the feeling that Eddie's overtures toward realness are just an affliction. That he's no more than another dopey rich kid desperate to differentiate himself from his parents' my generation. But that doesn't mean he data corrupt. I promise I know words, y'all. I just have a hard time pronouncing them sometimes. Next. Bro. Bro. Destin Folds. Mile-lined auto taxi service Destin Folds. March 4th, 2064. When Destin arrived on the Autotrans scene 4 years ago, it was the latest thrifty alternative to subscription services like Get There and Livespin. It gobbled market share and shot to the front of the pack, until its recurrent hacks by idiot army qualify auditors scandalized the company by exploiting egregious, there you go, security flaws in its routing and billing software, and launching the humiliating 45K for 4.KKM holomeme. The company never recovered. Destin promises to refund subscription fees by the end of the year in a blink. Okay, so we have Raker Building. This is next.
Alright, Ivy. Got the force, part of the force growth. They don't look any different. I gotta do better tomorrow. My hair washed. Annie, you know you've been on there 2 hours. Stop it. Oh, shoot.
Get TIDO started. Thank you for purchasing the TIDO Residential Organization Assistant. Please follow these instructions to guide your TIDO through setup. Before activating your TIDO, take special care to tidy up your place of residence manually. Don't worry, it's the last time you'll ever have to do it. Download the TIDO app to your personal augmentation device. Activation code is printed on the underside of your TDO. Power on your TDO. Use the app to inform the TDO of which rooms you wish to service. Allow 3 minutes for the TDO to record the layout of your home and the location of your personal possessions. For testing purposes, remove 5-10 items from your usual locations. Tell your TDO tidy time. If instructions have been followed correctly, your TDO should now be ready to keep your home tidy and organized. Enjoy your TDO Residential Organization Assistant. Can I get one of those? I was going to say we'd finish this line, but that's 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We'll do one more, so it's 6 done, 6 not done. And then I'll get off. I mean, I could keep going, but I said I'd get off at 5, and it's after 5, so. Where are we going? So here's this, there's this. There's road. Going like right there. Easy Venue Staffing. A special message from Easy Venue Staffing. Public record indicates that you own, operate, or are otherwise affiliated with the Human Resources Department of a concert hall, mid-sized theater, arena, convention center, or other venue. Please take a moment to consider subcontracting Easy Venue Staffing to provide security for your next event. Robotic security units are safe, efficient, and vigilant. Here's what satisfied Easy Venue Staffing customers have to say. Easy Venue's robots are great. Our events have never run as smoothly as they do now. Ann Hutchins, Sterling Marquee Arena. I was kind of worried about switching security providers, but I couldn't have asked for a better experience. Easy Venue just drops them off, and you're golden. Ray Crutizim, San Diego FeminoCon. Easy Venue Staffing is awesome. The units they sent us keep the club safe and stay off the dance floor. Can't recommend strongly enough. Orlando Peck at Latif at Little Club. So I wonder the next one is, and just go to that area. So we'll be ready for next time. Hi, puppers. What are we doing? Okay. Exit out of there. Okay, we made some good progress. Crossed off a bunch of stuff. The next stream, we'll get the rest of the data points and then probably do some challenges. I will be watching guides to help me figure out how to do the challenges because they are difficult. It was welcome, bestie. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to everyone who popped in. I appreciate all of you nerds. I think I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Take Sunday off and then stream again on Monday.
Stay on for a little while if you want. I'm not going to get on there for an hour.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going. Where? Hold on, no wait, I closed it out. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know where I was. I don't know where I was. Yes, Grace is calling.
Don't think about it.
Okay, get TV started.
She loves me. I know she- Two late blessings and no children. Please don't turn your face from me. All Mother protect her.
My own damn fault. Should have got out of it quick.
Okay, well, we're gonna go for another hour then, I guess. Okay, hold on, where was I? Okay, no, I have a marker. False ending, y'all. False ending. Let me just... Okay, it's in the water. Aha. Any Brie 8 available for immediate release. Any Brie 8 now available in the Faro store. San Francisco, California, 2059. Available in the Pharaoh store. 8 turns your focus into your best drinking buddy. Inebriate! I get it now. Inebriate. Looking to bend the elbow. Inebriate monitors your blood alcohol level, notifying bartenders when your drink needs freshening, negotiating with bouncers, and summoning friends if you've overindulged. Feeling mauled in after a night on the town, Inebriate analyzes all hollow snaps before they're sent and saves you from humiliation. No more drunken leaping to your ex. Getting creeped out by a weirdo, with a discreet gesture, Inebriate leads your posse to come save you from an unwanted social exchange. Inebriate currently recognizes and modulates alcohol, marijuana, skydive, and dust intoxication, and future patches will integrate Razorwing and Snake. Time to party? Time for Inebriate. Who thinks of this stuff? Who's like, yes, this is the perfect thing to put. So funny to me. Okay, so we're going. It's rock. I like that if you press it, you slide through the under roof. I think that's a cool feature. RP Greet. This is definitely the best free dating app in the Pharaoh store. It's a lonely world out there. Sometimes you need a little high tech to help you find your one and only. After wading through the ocean of apps in the dating and romance category, we've confident we found the coolest, if maybe also the nerdiest one. RPG Greet crafts the familiar mechanics of role-playing games onto the messy, chaotic world of romance, and the result is a lot more fun than you might expect. Users gain or lose experience by going on successful or not so much dates. After each date, users are invited to give their respective partners one of many ratings. No! Such as Orc, negative 25 XP, NPC, negative 10 XP, starting character, plus 10 XP, or multi-class wizard thief of hearts, plus 25 XP. The app is a little intimidating for users in the early going who wants to date a level 1, but it doesn't take long to pick up a few levels and earn a little more attention. RPG Eats augmented reality interface is pretty fantastic as well. Activate your focus, open the app, and suddenly the stats of everyone in your vicinity with an RP Greet account are displayed right there next to them in real space. So if you're looking to strengthen your flirt game at the calf shop, RP Greets got you covered. Tech Breakfast is legally required to notify readers that the above content was paid for by RP Greet and doesn't necessarily reflect the actual opinions or experiences of Tech Breakfast or its contributors. I'm sorry. That is a hilarious dating app. That's hilarious. Moving on. I think this is in the same area, so we're just going a little bit down. Get tactile. Fling your G-readers to the garbage mod. It's time to get tactile. How full is your full immersion when object interactions are merely gestural? Be honest, cutting the head off that Goblin King feels faked when drawing your sword is just another route gesture. No heft of the blade equals no satisfaction. But be sad no more. Make fantasy come alive with Shardware Tactical Gauntlets. Shardware's patented FlexPack reactive fabric simulates the weight, resistance, and texture of in-game objects, allowing you to interact with your fantasies like never before. Heft of a blade, check. Crack a bone, snap from your fist, check. Kung Fu punch through ribcage, check, check, check. Limited time offer. Pre-order your pair of Shardware Tactile Gauntlets now for guaranteed release day drone delivery and receive an exclusive Diamond Pommel Saber for use in Goblin Nation. Shard Tech Shardware Tactical Gauntlets. Are you ready to use your hands? I'm sorry, some of these are so stupid. Oh, not Bellowbacks. Why is there always a sawtooth? Summer sale. Yum now. The Yum Now summer sale starts right now. Yum Now. Hey fitness buffs, how's that summer six-pack coming? Need a little extra boost? Yum Now loaded protein cartridges are 30% off through July 15th. Yum Now loaded protein cartridges are made from 100% all-natural whey protein. And talk about easy, they just install in any Yum Now Nutrition printer, and you'll be on the fast track to the real beach bar, real bod you've always wanted. Yum Now. Leave Avatar... Yeah, I'm not reading that. No, not reading that. Okay. We're gonna go to the campfire. Because you can never have too many campfires. Okay. Next. No. I'm not doing it. Okay. I thought I had different types of arrows. Another type of arrow. It's Pizza Veet. Who's at the door? It's Pizza Veet. Greetings, valued Cheesy Heart customer. Cheesy Heart Pizza and Subs is proud to present Pizza Veet, our new and improved drone delivery system. Guaranteed no more street drops or roof pizzas. Guaranteed on target, on time surgical strike delivery. Pizza to your POS in 5 minutes or free. Melty hot or the price is not. Zip to cheesyheart.hollow and call in the Pizza Veet. Honestly, some of these are hilarious. Okay, so we're going back up here. It's a little dip in the road. And it's like right there. Running it. Okay. What is that? What's a shell walker? Nope, that's a bellowback. Those are bellowbacks, of course. Wasn't I just here? No. Welcome back, Kyler. Hope your quest was successful. No! Where is it? Where is it? Gosh. No, you're fine. There it is. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Do not ignore this message. You've just been chosen to receive a free starter pack of Satisfy. Congratulations, you've been selected to receive a free sample of the revolutionary new dietary supplement, Satisfy. The amazing salivating effect of Satisfy is made possible by the latest innovations in the exciting scientific field of micronutrition. One Satisfy tablet is packed with essential protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals to replace a full meal. No time for lunch? You still have time for Satisfy. Take Satisfy on business trips and avoid overpriced Vertiport eateries. Reply to this message and we'll send you a free starter pack of Satisfy today. Act now and we'll throw in a pack of new Satisfy Alert. All the micronutritional benefits of Satisfy, plus the stimulant effects of 2 doses of Caffey Ho. You know, that'd be really useful, honestly. Just saying. Okay. Okay, we gotta widen the map. Okay, so we're going there. We have this little area right in here. And we are... Why are we just over here? Like, why are we backtracking so much? I feel like I was just at this fire. V-Eats. Thanks for registering with V-Eats. What's for dinner? Where's dinner? Who's coming to dinner? Up to you. Step 1, log into V-Eats. Duh. Step 2, choose a menu. In the mood for Mexican? Chiming for Chinese? Savoring sushi? Peaked for pizza? Any cuisine, any side or dessert you dream is yours for the taking, or shall we say, eating. Make your selection, and while the food printer is whipping up your victuals, move on to choose a setting. Step 3. Where do you want to eat tonight? A 1950 diner, rocking the jukebox tunes, a Polynesian beach. Where's that cava colada? Hey Drew, welcome in, friend. Heck, why stop there? Why not try one of our truly exotic deluxury settings? Fantasy bouquet banquet whilst watching Dragon Riders joust. Check. Glass bottom hello carrier hovering over raging volcano. Checkity check. Hope you've been well, friend. Step 4, choose a skin. Sure, we love our friends and loved ones, but do we really have to stare at them and listen to them every darn meal? With feet eats, gulp down meets dress up. Is that your boyfriend smacking his lips across the table, or is that a hollow star Ryan Casabini glowering at you with animal just I've been good. Is that your kid screaming how she wants more nuggets, or is that a blessedly restrained Madame Curie expounding on the scientific and social impact of her discoveries? Don't worry, V-Neat's automated systems are just as good as nugget serving and child monitoring as they are at noise canceling. Step 5, eat. That part you don't need help with, right? Are we right? Enjoy your V-Eats meal experience. They're so stupid. I can't. Why are these what they chose to give to the world, you know? Why are these what we're reading? Honestly, it's hilarious. This would be right. What about? What has everyone been playing lately? I mean, hello? Is that a Stormbird? It's always a Stormbird. Oh, fun, Kyler. I really do like that game. It may not be the best remake, but it's just a fun game. Me? I don't have this one, do I? Good game. My dream in the future is for them to remake it again, but just like upgrade the graphics of what they already have, and then just add on the parts that they cut from the OG, you know? Change the story a little bit. It's fine. It'll work. It's so funny. I'm on technically my 5th watch of someone playing RE9, and it's honestly hilarious just how hard everyone struggles with Grace's inventory management at the beginning of the game. They'll have all this stuff and then they'll go to pick something up and their inventory will be full and they'll be like, they'll have to go back and then they have to go back there. It's just so funny to me, honestly. And like, I had the problem too. I was not good with that too, but like, it's, as I always say, inventory management is the real enemy of RE games. Okay, that's the real monster you're fighting. It's the biggest monster. Vertiport program. Verti VIP program. Portland International, Vertiport is committed to your comfort. Okay, unless you're Leon in 4 and 9. Very true, especially in 4 and 9. In 2, he also has that problem at the beginning because he's got the same inventory space as Grace does. And then you pick up the hip pouches. In 4 and 9, it's not. He's fine. He's got his giant suitcase. The Portland International Vertiport wishes to thank you for your recent patronage. We understand that physical travel can sometimes feel like an uncomfortable anachronism. For those occasions where your bodily presence is required elsewhere, we are committed to making the experience as convenient and effortless as possible. To that end, we offer an exciting opportunity to join our new Verti VIP program. A surprisingly affordable annual subscription fee grants access to a number of luxurious on-site amenities. Relax at Deep Green, our premium spa, or visit Data Corrupted. Why would I want to visit Data Corrupted? Honestly, that doesn't sound like fun. So there's this, and there's all of this.
February is lifting up. How do I switch to March?
And it's right here. Ah! No, I have all of these fires, but none of them are close. Okay, let's go boom, boom, boom. It's always some kind of machine fight.
Machine saw me.
Just stay in the water. No, just stay in the water. Goodness gracious. Hold on, where's the campfire?
Here we go again.
Sorry, I have to get the campfire. Hey subscriber, nice, you've earned enough LifeSpin points to cash in for a weekend of free rides. Hey LifeSpin subscriber, oh it's Lyft, not Life. LifeSpin subscriber, have you taken a look at your LifeSpin points balance lately? Our records show you're due for a free weekend. If you choose to cash in, none of the rides you take in our LifeSpin self-guided vehicles will count towards your monthly allowance. How trip is that? Pretty dang trip. Check your points balance today to see what other goodies await loyal LifeSpin customers. Why do we need to know about this? I don't see why we need to know about that.
Okay, no more sneaking.
Greece is calling. Ancient Greece calls to you. Will you answer? The Acropolis, Mount Lycabettus, the Temple of Zeus, imagine them not as the grimy ruins they are now, but the immaculate monuments they were back then. Holovake is proud to present the Ancient Greece experience, a historically authentic holographic rendering of antiquity's greatest civilization. Exert full autonomy over your ancient Athenian adventure. Stroll hand in hand with the loved one past the Perinthian. Paramimulate with... I know how to pronounce that.
Socrates.
Socrates. Attend the premiere of a play by Astrophanes. The ancient world is yours to discover without leaving your hollow room. Contact us now to discuss rates. I promise I know how to speak words. I just have problems sometimes. Avoid the tour. Avoid old New Orleans ghost tours. My wife and I were in New Orleans on business, and we were excited to try this tour. So disappointed. The AR is Soup's buggy. 6 crashes on the tour. After one crash, my entire focus froze 2 minutes. Plus, even when it's working, so underwhelming. No actual historical information, just badly rendered ghosts popping from alleyways or illuminating windows. Bah! Sound effects aren't even synced with the visuals. Soup's poor design. $60 per person. Do not give them your money. Sounds fun. Oh, the worst. You're pretty close to the end, actually. He sucks. He sucks so much. We were Indonesia. We were Indonesia demands stare down the gray swarm. About halfway through Ali Passanarvo's We Were Indonesia, the iconoclastic documentary interviews a sweaty, obsequious ad guy in an unnamed holotourism studio about their virtual Indonesian pack, which allows visitors to visit a squeaky clean, facsimile of Indonesia from the comfort of their own home. Behind him, so brazen that it almost comes off as a joke, there's a poster cycling between images of mist-shrouded mountains, verdant rice fields, and an ocean sunset that reads, "See Java as it was meant to be seen." The poster stands as a potent symbol of everything Parsanava is striving against in We Were Indonesia. The repurposed news segments, contemporary interviews, and exhaustive personal analysis. Passanarov explores the history and legacy of the 2041 nanotech disaster at the Citarium River. By the time his narrative concludes, he has not just condemned those responsible for Citarium, but indicted our collective habit of shrugging off the trial and error horrors of the 2040s in favor of a simplified hagiographic account of the Great Clawback. Pasanarov's retro sensibilities and obsessions with linear, two-dimensional film techniques have long been the favorite talking point of his critics, but here his passion drives him to wield established techniques with devastating surgical precision. Watching We Were Indonesia, we cannot look away. The film compels us to face the lacerating truth that in our quest to turn back the tide, not everyone made it to shore. And perhaps the most exasperating moment in recent data corrupted. What are these words? Oh no. There's someone out there. Okay. Sorry, someone was knocking on the door, and Ivy went a little bonkers. Okay, here we go. Here's this word.
Excoriating.
Excoriating. Cool. No idea what it means, but we'll go with it. Stop moving the curtain! Sun's blinding me! Goodness gracious, Ivy. No! Get down! They're gone! They're gone. You did your duty. We're good. She does not like it when people knock on the door one bit. Why is it always the stupid Stormbird?
You need to hide. If you can hear me, please get out. I don't want to die away from Meridian.
Help the lady with the
Someone, anyone, help!
I lost my job at the morning food staff because I couldn't concentrate. Slow down.
Grey Swarm's Diary. Grey Swarm's Tour Diary 6861. Hey Swarmers, TD time once more. Indianapolis show went great. Castle Freak equaled Trace Ghoul and the Real. Big thank yous to everybody who came and hung out with us. A special Swarm shout out to Lindsay Frenzy, who handed out copies of her old-fashioned paper zine, Frenzy Files. DIYTC. What a better memento of a real space gig than Touch and Feel zine. Next up, a double bill with Data Corrupted. Leave me alone. Hi, friend. Okay. Next.
I can still get the upper hand.
Metal versus Meat. Sunday, Captain Chrome versus Pink Slip. Rex W Challenger, Captain Chromosome keeps on coming. But can man muscles defeat Pink Slip? General Manager Zeke Garrett's vicious mechanical enforcer? Who will be hired and who will be fired? Whether you experience it real or by hollow, this will...
Low and quiet does it. Just go about your business.
You see nothing. Friend?
Wet. But I tan this leather well.
Friend! Vanny in concert. Listen up, cool kids. It's time to stop crapping on Vanny. So the new Vanny in concert experience is, well, more or less what you'd expect. Vanny sings, Vanny dances, Vanny shifts skins, the crowd go wild, Vanny gyrates to set piece after set piece that push the stick upright up to the biotransgressive edge of without quite going over. Sure, Vanny's a Corvette mascot and his music is algorithmically assembled glitter trash, but that doesn't make Service Agreement any less catchy or uncomfortable, and the anthem Early Adopters still blasts a clarion call to Data Corrupted. Okay. Cool. Cool. Not cool. Creepy. Okay, here. Stop. Totally did that on purpose. Oh, come on. Bro.
Oh, Danny. Need the water.
Do you need water? Holo listings. Holo release listings for 4762. 2000 EST Family Fortunes of War to the death. Who will inherit Dad's position as CEO of Sterling Marquis? As twins Jesmyn and Vernell interview PMCs to bolster their dwindling robot cadres, they learn that hangovers and contract negotiations make poorly matched bedfellows. 2100 EST stalked by Savant. I see you. When enumerate manual labor finds a data corrupted.
Some water, please. She might want her supper, but Danny's getting off soon.
I'll do a couple more and then I'll get off. I'll see her. Okay, where am I going? She wants her dinner. Tormented giveaway. Splatter Central is giving away passcodes to Tormented 666. Today's giveaway is sure to please diehard Tormentors. Passcodes to sneak past Tormented 666 free of charge. Experience the latest installment of Joe Knows Seminole Splatter Hollow franchise right alongside our review staff. Rumor is 666 pours de gore, so grab one of 66 free passes by screaming, "I want to get splattered" to splatsin.hollow and data corrupted.
What do you have? Oh, you're chicken. Okay.
Naysay Doom. Naysay Doom is an exploitative mess. When it was announced at last year's Undertow Hollow Fest that notorious schlock propagator, Lloyd Stroud was rapping post-prod on an immersive historical drama about the notorious Naysay Doom cult, the news was met with, well, let's be kind and say trepidation. Stroud has shown himself to be a talented, if needlessly edgy, craftsmanship of shocking interactive holopulp, but Naysay wasn't some tentacled monster or science fantasy trope. It was an active, real-world atrocity, barely 2 decades in the archive, and while some critics, myself included, wondered if the Hollow would turn out to be Shroud's long-rumored turn to a respectable fare, most predicted disaster. The first hour would make you think that the cult's greatest crime was the tortured dictation of Harriet Child's overwrought monologues. Data corrupted. Okay, let's do 3 more. And get out. Thunderjaws. Just take me out now. Take me out to the world. Oh, there's two of them? Like, hide behind this and not be seen. Course listing 2063. Co-op Hollow U course listing Spring 2063 major popular music. Our popular music courses are divided between theoretical symposia and practical lab work. Popular music majors must enroll in at least one of each per quarter. Theory. Excuse me. Intro to Pop Music, POMU 101, Dr. Anita Freely, explore the history of popular music from its emergence as an art form in the late 19th century through its contemporary algorithmic form. Students will grow to understand the cultural utility of popular music and the variety of techniques the form has adopted to remain relevant. The Rise and Fall of Punk Rock, POMU 307-507, Dr. James Hamby, despite its contemporary reputation as a genre enjoyed by stodgy academics, punk was once considered transgressive and even dangerous. Students will learn how musical forms based on youth rebellion came to be seen as old dad music by contemporary listeners. Further, a close examination of select batchcore classics will reveal the debt that, data corrupted. I'm gonna chug some water. Throat is feeling a bit parched. They are really good graphics. Money, money, money with Mech Brooker. Fantasy Corp Wars just got a whole lot more lucrative. Let's be honest, you're already getting together with your pals to compare your Fantasy Corp Wars brackets, aren't you? What would you say if somebody told you that all your hard work drafting Thrashers and comparing Warfeet stats could be netting you tens of thousands of dollars? It can be. The rewards awaiting you at Mech Broker make the meager pots data corrupted. Okay, one more. Okay, so we're going down here. We're going here. Yeah. It's not fun. Guys are just annoying in general.
fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
Hollow Skins Daily 6661. Limited edition skins for 6661. It's your pals at Hollow Skins Daily back again with 3 crazy good limited time only skins. As always, these skins disappear from our Hollow shop at midnight tonight, so get on it. Today's emerging artist skin was designed by Shrimp Hat 421. It's a cool abstract pattern, sort of reminiscent of Kandinsky, rendered over a basically humanoid form, but check out those weird arms. The seasonal treats skin for today is something a little different. In honor of today's date, we're featuring Interior One Aesthetics extremely creepy Damon design. For a warning though, these horns are huge and might clip through the ceiling of some hollow spaces if there's something you care about. Finally, our fan server pick today is from Lily Builds, who sent us this choice skin of Hugbot from Corporate War Rejects. All 3 skins are available for trial wear at the Hollow shop. Stay tuned for tomorrow's skins. Okay, that's about half. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 to find. And we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we found over half. That's good. Okay, so we are going to travel. While we're here, we're going to go get this campfire. Beans. Okay, and then we're gonna go to Meridian, and we're going to find a merchant, and we're going to buy some stuff and sell some stuff, and then I'll end. And like I said, I think I'll stream again tomorrow and take Sunday off, and then stream on Monday. Ouch. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
You got your Chewy there, Ivy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Ivy. Yeah. No one wants you, Chewy.
He's good.
Travel back to the fire.
Everywhere. They're coming from the drains.
We're gonna end here. Thank you, nerds, for hanging out. I appreciate you all. I'll stream again tomorrow, hopefully. And then Monday, I'm thinking we can probably get the rest of the hollow points tomorrow. Data points, not hollow points. Data points tomorrow. And maybe do some challenges at the Hunting Grounds, which I don't want to do, but they're needed for the platinum, so we might as well do them together. So I'm thinking 1 or 2 more streams before we get to Frozen Wilds, and that's fine. I'm enjoying the game. It's fun. Thank you, Kyler. Thanks for hanging out, friends. I appreciate all of you nerds. You guys are the best. We made a lot of progress today. Yeah, you too, Skylar. Have a good rest of your night. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.